Hi, this is Jaya. In this video, we shall see the summary of Song for St. Cecilia's Day written by Byjohn Dryden. Dryden wrote this poem in 1687 and he wrote it so that it can be performed on the feast of St. Cecilia. St. Cecilia is the patron saint of music and he has written this in 3 parts and each part explores different aspects of music's influence on the world. In the opening section, he describes music as a celestial force and he says that it was through this celestial force the music created this universe. And till today, the universe is sustaining only because of this music, which is a celestial force. And he also says that divine origin of music and its ability to connect humanity to the divine realm is always present in this universe. And in the second section, he focuses on the earthly realm and the impact of music on human emotions. And he says how music has the power to evoke various feelings. It can be joy, it can be love or sorrow and despair. And he also emphasizes the universal nature of music, how music is the same throughout the world, and he highlights its ability to transcend language and cultural barriers because music has no boundaries like language or culture, and it also unites people in sharing the emotional experiences. And in the last section, he explores the role of music as a source of solace and comfort in this world which is filled with chaos and uncertainty. And he says that the power of music to heal and uplift the human spirit provides a refuge from the trials and tribulations of life. And he concludes with a call to embrace the transformative power of music and celebrate its ability to inspire and elevate the human soul. And he has written this in different as though one single person is speaking, and the final is a chorus. Now let's see what he says. From harmony, from heavenly harmony. Harmony means a mixture of different things joined together and providing pleasant experience is known as harmony. And particularly he says from heavenly harmony. So with God's grace, something which comes from the heaven, this universal frame began. So he says this universe was created because it was done with the power of this heavenly harmony. And he says when nature underneath a heap of jarring atoms lay, that is, this universe was lying under one heap, a heap of atoms, and it was nothing but just one ordinary heap with no life, and could not heave her head, it could not climb up and come out. At that time, the tuneful voice was heard from high. At that time only this music was heard from high, mean heaven. Arise, ye more than dead. It said to the earth, get up and come. You are almost like as though you are dead. There is no activity in you. There is no life in you. So now you can get up and come. And this was heard from a tuneful voice from the heaven. Then cold and hot and moist and dry. These are the different seasons which started coming into the earth. In order to their stations sleep and music powers obey. All this was created. Seasons was created according to the different continents, and everything obeyed to this power of music. From harmony, from heavenly harmony. That is the power of music which came from heavenly harmony. This universal frame began. From harmony to harmony, through all the compass of the notes it ran, the diapason closing full in man. So all over the world, human beings were there, and the earth came to life, and so did the human beings in the later creations. What passion cannot music raise and quell? See, music is something which can raise any sort of passion from you, and at the same time it can also subdue. That is, it can raise and also subdue your passions, whatever it can be. When Jubal struck the chorded shell, Jubal is a biblical character, chorded shell is a musical instrument. When he played this instrument, his listening brethren stood around and wondering on their faces fell to worship that celestial sound. And when he played this chorded shell, all the people who were around, they listened to it and they were very sure that the music which he produced was the sound of music, heavenly music, and they wanted to worship that sound because they felt that only God can create such a wonderful music. Less than a God, they thought they could not dwell. So definitely this music is produced by someone who is not less than God. So only God can create such a music within the hollow of that shell that spoke so sweetly and so well. So they're very sure that from this corded shell what music came was divine music. And only God could have created that music because it was so sweet and so well. What passion cannot music raise and quell? The trumpets, loud clangor. Trumpets are the drums which are played during a war. And he says when the trumpets are played loudly, excites us to arms. When you hear the sound of the trumpet, each and every one wants to pick up their weapon and go for fight. With shrill notes of anger and mortal alarms, it can kindle the fire in you that you're very sure that you will go and destroy your enemies. You will kill them. The double, double, double beat of the thundering drum cries, "Hark, the foes come." And when the drums beat, you are very sure that your enemies are near. And so you are alert. Charge, charge. It's too late to retreat. So you cannot go back. We have to go forward, charging and attacking the enemies. The music can give you that power to attack your enemies. And in the next stanza, he says, the soft complaining flute in dying notes discover. That is, when you play a soft note in the flute, your notes will discover the woes of hopeless lovers. It can beautifully tell about the sadness of the lovers who are hopeless, whose dire is whispered by the wobbling lute. So in the flute, the love, the love note can be expressed. The hopelessness, the pain which a lover experiences can be easily expressed through a flute. And in the next stanza, he goes to violence. He says, sharp violence proclaim the jealous pangs and desperation, fury, frantic indignation, depth of faith, pains and height of passion for the fair, disdainful dame. And violence which are jealous, jealous, it's desperate, it's in anger, and it's in deep pain. At the same time, it's in height of passion. This violin is expressing all these feelings. And for who is it expressing? It is expressing to the beautiful female with whom the lover is in love. And in the next stanza, he says, but oh, what art can teach, what human voice can reach, the sacred organ's place. But whatever it is, whether it is a corded shell, or whether it's a trumpet, or it's a violin, flute, or a violin, or whatever it is, nothing can reach that human voice, because that voice is a sacred voice. Sacred is something related to God, so it is a holy voice. Notes inspiring holy love, and whatever notes are sung by that voice, it only tells about the love for God, holy love. Notes that wing their heavenly ways to mend the choirs above. And whatever that voice is going to sing, that will rectify whatever is wrong with all the choirs which are above. And in stanza 7, he says about Orpheus. Orpheus is a mythological character. He says, Orpheus could lead the savage race. He says, once human beings were savages, but Orpheus was able to lead them away from that savage life. And trees unrooted left their place. That is, when Orpheus plays his music, trees will uproot themselves and they will come to listen to his music. Sequacious of the lyre. He says, Orpheus can even go to the place where people are dead and bring back them alive. He can please any god. He was so very good in his music. But bright Cecilia raised the wonder higher. But Cecilia'S voice is something which can raise you even more higher. When to her organ vocal breath was given, an angel heard and straight appeared, mistaking earth for heaven. Because when she sang, one angel thought that the earth is heaven and it came off to the earth. Her voice was so divine. And finally we have the grand chorus. As from the power of sacred lace, the spears began to move. And because of all this power of music only, all the spears, that is not only the earth, we have the whole universe, and all the spears began to move and sung the great Creator's praise to all the blessed above. And what did all the spheres do? Every sphere started praying to God, praising the Creator, and they were all blessed by the Creator. And when the last and dreadful hour this crumbling pageant shall devour, the trumpet shall be heard on high. And finally, when the dreadful hour comes, the trumpet will be heard on high. The dead shall live, the living die. All those who are dead will arise alive, and those who are alive will die. And music shall untune the sky. And it is finally the music which will untune the sky. This is what John Dryden has said in this poem. If you have anything more to add on, please write it in the comment box. Like the video, share it with your friends, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and support. Thank you.